The next iteration of HIGHRISE is called Universe Within, Digital Lives in the Global HIGHRISE. It's a partnership with many different people. The big partnership is with 2 professors at University of Toronto. And we're exploring, we've been working together for 3 or 4 years now, exploring digital citizenship. That's the name of the grant that we got from SSHRC, and we've been looking specifically at the digital lives of residents in the high-rise building here in Toronto that we've been working in for a long time. But then we expanded that out to kind of a global perspective, looking at contemporary digital issues and how they map out into geography. Deborah Cowan is a geographer, and Emily Paradis, the other researcher, does a lot of participatory research. As everything in HIGHRISE, we don't think of the final product first. So we're not working towards, oh, let's make a digital documentary that's such and such a length with such and such parameters. We start from the idea, and the idea has been there really from very, very early days in HIGHRISE, and it's evolved into something that's now known as Universe Within. For me as a storyteller, I'm also, in this particular project, really interested in linear narrative. So a lot of the work that I've done in the past has been non-linear, and we kind of provide a bunch of different stories for users to kind of navigate at their will. And in this project, I wanted to examine what it's like if you curate that a little bit more and create more of a relationship between the makers of the documentary and the user of the documentary. In HIGHRISE, and in my process in general for the last 10 years, has been to have multiple conversations going on with people that are a lot smarter than me in many different fields. And then what happens is that a crystallization happens where something is starting to develop on the content side with the researchers or residents of a high-rise or a political situation. And then that's when we tap into some of the technological conversations that our team has been having. And then at a critical moment, we say, yes, this is the vision we see for it editorially and story-wise. This is how we understand it to be interventionist in a political context. And this is the technology that would best suit what we're trying to do here. I would say that we've certainly, throughout the HIGHRISE process, really focused on that more in terms of the in situ. Like, so how does the work that we do directly affect the people that we're working with? That's what I've always considered really important in terms of impact. This project is a little bit different because it's probably skews closer to the academic side of things more than any other HIGHRISE project in the past. Maybe a little bit like some of the filmmaker in residence stuff that I did before at St. Michael's Hospital, working with medical researchers and practitioners. So this one is a little bit more, I think, big ideas and exploring everyday lives of people in the world, so kind of on a headier level. Also the academics involved in the project, Deborah and Emily, will be publishing an academic book alongside of it, but a very innovative, creative book that kind of transcends the boundaries of what an academic publication can be. How do you even talk about the digital in a text, right? So there'll be lots of interesting stuff happening there too. So I think the impact of this project is a little bit different than every other HIGHRISE project. Sure. I think this has been the length that we'd hoped HIGHRISE would be. It's been a considerable amount of time. I feel incredibly fortunate that the National Film Board of Canada has given so much time and space for our process. And yeah, definitely we feel like this is the culmination of all that great work. And I think throughout the process we've been making pieces, and now what happens when you kind of put it all together.